It is one of the greatest mysteries of prehistory, a time of darkness, violence, and near extinction. Tens of thousands of years ago, an apocalyptic war may have reshaped human history, a conflict so devastating that it wiped out nearly 19 out of every 20 men. But was it truly a war? And if so, what could have caused such a catastrophic event?
When we look at the genetic record, we find something astonishing. Around 7,000 to 5,000 years ago, the genetic diversity of the male Y chromosome bottlenecked drastically. While women's genetic diversity remained largely unaffected, the male population saw a sharp and unexplained decline. This suggests that a large proportion of men, possibly as many as 95%, simply disappeared from the gene pool.
The evidence suggests that this wasn't due to disease or natural disaster. Instead, many researchers believe it was the result of intense intergroup conflict. In other words, a prehistoric war unlike any other.
We must understand the world of our ancestors. Early human societies were not peaceful utopias. They were structured around kin-based groups and competition for resources. As agricultural societies emerged, conflict over land, livestock, and power intensified. What we may have seen is a period of sustained warfare, where entire male lineages were wiped out in struggles for dominance.
Archaeological records from this period reveal mass grave signs of violent deaths and entire communities seemingly erased. These patterns suggest systematic extermination of rival male groups. But why did the women survive?
One possibility is that victorious tribes absorbed the women of the defeated groups. This would explain why the female genetic lineage remained intact, while the male lineage was reduced so drastically. It wasn't the total extinction of males, rather, it was the elimination of competing male bloodlines.
Some theories suggest that this was not a single war, but a prolonged era of conflict spanning generations. This period, known to some as the Great Male Bottleneck, could have been the most violent and transformative event in human prehistory.
The consequences of this event were profound. It may have shaped the very structure of civilization, reinforcing hierarchical societies where dominant warrior classes ruled, while others were subjugated. It may even explain why male-dominated power structures persisted throughout history.
The war that erased 19 out of 20 men may never be fully understood, but its echoes still shape us today. Were we forged in the fires of prehistoric warfare? And if so, what does that mean for our future? The past is written in blood, but understanding it may help us shape a better future.